Welcome to Just Kick It with Big Bob, where I share my 2 bobs worth with you whether you like it or not. What about those tillies, eh? Nail-biting stuff with more to come, and don't the Poms look nervous? Just one tip to the players before the big game coming up. Remember, a rabbit never stretches. Enough said. Now, what did we learn, if anything, from round 22? One thing we do know, when opportunities presented themselves to the young Crows, by some good work further up the field, they, and it pains me to say this, they failed to take said opportunities in the most appropriate manner, and by that I mean popping them through the big ones. We're not talking eye of the needle in the haystack stuff here, lads. No angle to speak of, no distance worries. Go back, watch the tape, see how Sam did it, how Mary did it, Courtney did it, wham, bam, through the big ones and into the back of the net. You know who you are. One more chance this week against the Harboursiders, but will they get the rub of the green from the umpies that they certainly did not get versus the Lions? Once again, frees for nothing, goals for free. Hardly a touch on Cameron, free. Goal, first to the ball, down low, pinged for what? Hasn't been a tunnelling decision, which that was by no means, not in anyone's book. No tunnelling decision for months. Right in front, goal. Prime, Tiggy, Touchwood territory that. And the frees they miss. Brisbane backman walks a point through. Ball under his arm, no pressure whatsoever, no one within cooee of him. Where's the free? Absolute disgrace as I'd live and breathe. In a word, we was robbed. At least Ned Kelly wore armour. But we've still got a pulse and cohesion, and I've every confidence we will not shirk the issue. Now, boundary umpires, as I live and breathe. Wally's been red hot on this for weeks, and it is now time to say what needs to be said in no uncertain terms. It is a ticking time bomb. The boundary umpires' deterioration at the level before our very eyes, as far as their throwing in abilities or lack thereof are concerned, not to mention their lack of visual acuity when it comes to seeing if the ball is over the line. Prime example on the weekend is Cameron picked up 2 goals because the boundary line does not apply to him, or so it would apparently seem. What is going on, I ask you? And if that doesn't go far enough, the same can be said about their throw-ins. They don't go far enough. Ask any ruckman running round. They have no idea where to stand and wind up having to lunge forward, bend down, chuck a paw at the ball, waist or knee height. It is a travesty and must be nipped in the bud molto pronto. What are they doing in the off-season? Put some work in, lads. Find a way. Build up upper body strength. Work on technique. It is sloppy. They can't even get the shape right. No longer do we see the classic rounded arc that gives both ruckmen a fair go. No, they go now for the high and pointy pyramidal isosceles triangular shape that inevitably falls short. It is a simple matter of geometry, and it's time to go back to the drawing board and get it right. Even the field umpires are getting fed up and calling for rethrows, as they should. What are these muppets doing in the off-season? Building sandcastles? Anecdotally, and this is based on hard evidence, mind, the median distance of a boundary throw-in this season has alone dropped by, wait for it, a staggering 12.5%, and that's saying something. It's saying something about the boundary umpire's lack of strength, lack of technique, lack of will to win, and overall lackadaisical attitude that has permeated the ranks ever since, well, I don't know when. Never been so disgusted. Bring back some traditional football values. Can you see what I'm talking about? Can you see it? And just a quick comment on the on-field interviews with the players immediately after the games. They don't want to be there. They had nothing meaningful to the conversation. And I ask you, what's worse, Wally? Speaking when your mouth's full or when your head's empty? Let's leave it at that. You've been hearing and feeling Big Bob with Just Kick It from Studio JKI in downtown Hackham West, boasting the biggest range of caravans this side of the Goyder line. Thanks for listening. Until next time. 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8x12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road.